Yeah, guys, I just wanted to. Before we start, I just wanted to apologize for my mic quality. I don't know. It's just microphone was just like, "Do you know, let me just die right now on the spot. Let me just end it. God called it in it. Do you know what I mean? So it's gonna sound a bit rough on my end. The rest of them sound alright, but it's always me in it. Other than that, yeah. Happy end of season.
Max nothing. Max nothing.
I know, why'd you play it so quiet?
It's a bit
this
sad.
time? Jesus
The volume
Christ.
weren't going up.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah. Oh yeah. Shoot.
What?
Airplane mode actually.
Oh yeah, silence that phone because we don't want
Yeah.
What?
you're like you're getting texts. Man.
Is that a thing?
True.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Airplane Daniel.
I won't be getting anything, so
Why?
What?
Said that.
so I'm ready on the airplane, man.
True.
It's about to crash.
Oh,
Oh shit!
wow.
You your
Ah.
goddamn metaphors. But, what were you saying before? What makes a
What makes a good podcast to you guys? Like,
I know.
oh
it's the thing.
Something engaging.
I tell you, like from a business standpoint, I liked like the idea of us doing this was so that we didn't, when it came to the future, we never really had to plan anything because us going into it random and authentic can mean that it will only continue as random and authentic. It will never become a boardroom. So what are we planning for this episode?
True.
You know what I mean? Because it's just our life experiences.
Keep it spontaneous.
Yeah, or things that we're going through throughout that week, just put in a comedic way.
Basically. And the way we tiptoe around topics and just bounce.
Yeah.
Random. Did you just burp in your face?
It's fucking tuna sandwich, bro.
I smell that. That's nice.
I'm on American Airlines right now, so I'm about to crash. Fucking no.
I'm a doctor.
I see. Because I'm drinking this now. I kept my mouth closed and just came. And you still smelt it. You still smelt it.
What is that? Dr. Pepper? I thought it was Coke, mate.
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
Mate, what the fuck?
I think
It's
that
nice.
people still drank that.
I still drink it. I keep the business alive.
It's just you. You're buying 15 bottles.
50 cans of
Funny you say that, because like about around year 7, year 8, like I would come home.
Fucking hell!
Well, I can't say.
Go on.
You gotta make
Well, I
it.
can't. The game name or school name?
The game's
School
what's
name.
RuneScape. RuneScape.
Oh yeah.
You didn't even get there yet.
Yeah, RuneScape, bro. But anyway, no,
Go on.
because you said Dr. Pepper, so I'll come home after school, just play for hours for the RuneScape, and I would have the big 2-liter Dr. Peppers. Go through one of them, some jelly babies,
Jelly babies.
or it was between jelly babies and sensations. I would have that with Dr. Pepper and just play RuneScape.
That's what
That was the original Mountain Dew and Doritos.
I was gonna say.
Jelly babies.
It wasn't healthy though, because I would just be sitting on my ass just playing RuneScape.
I'm surprised your skin didn't look terrible.
Yeah.
Maybe it did.
How would we know? That's a good point. That is a good
Oh,
point.
you're just a painting now, aren't you?
It's a very good point.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, baby.
People flourish.
That's what happens.
Flourish, man.
But
Bike and gear on.
yeah,
Chilling, man.
look at them crepes.
Isn't it?
You see, that's all. That's
Regen
literally,
Jordans.
that's how I spend my money on. Is just fuel now, petrol now,
Shit,
just
dude.
bike stuff. That's it. Like you know what? I counted out all the receipts from last month just for fuel. Guess how much I spent?
Bro,
Just for
In-
for March.
In 1 month,
I don't even want
Just for March. Guess how much?
1.5k.
No way.
What the hell? Is he actually flying the airplane?
Yeah, bro. That's a bike, not a plane. Yeah. No, but just for March, I spent 220, 230.
230 for March.
Which is nuts.
Jesus.
So
How
now,
much? So how much did you spend on the gear actually?
Oh yeah,
Roughly.
so including helmets, gloves, trousers, jackets, I think about 2,000.
2,000. And
2,000.
he's still rocking an iPhone 4.
Heck
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, you might as well invest in biofuel, man. Where you're
Yeah,
spending.
might as well, bro.
Come on,
Literally, that's all my money's going to. So
Jesus.
Stop
Yeah,
doing
Yo,
that. It's true. Hang on a second. Sorry. What did you say your next phone was gonna be?
Probably a BlackBerry.
Why though?
Yeah, I knew he was gonna bring this up. He's gonna start hyping up. You're jealous because I'm gonna be a nice BlackBerry. You're gonna be stuck with your shitty. What was it? No, your Android. What do you have?
OnePlus. Ethan.
Yeah, I'm getting a OnePlus
There you go.
IP.
Welcome.
Why?
Welcome.
What? Just because he
No,
talked to you?
because it's a very good phone.
It's a good damn
Just
phone.
because it lasts long, like
Well, battery wise.
quality wise, like life expectancy.
Yeah. Life-wise.
Because like iPhones, no shade on Mr. Man over here, dude, but they don't last very long, or they become to slow down a lot. But the OnePlus is
I've had it more than a year. It's still solid.
yeah.
I swear that goes into their software. Like they program it after
Yeah, they
a
did.
certain number of years to slow it down.
That whole conspiracy where they revealed that they did it on purpose to not only get you to buy the newer iPhones, but they said the
Oh,
reason
they
was,
would put it into the software, like updates, right?
with the new update, it
That's
slowed
fucked,
down
bro.
an old version of the
That's
phone.
fucked. No wonder.
They said they did it because the new OS takes up too much processing power.
Oh.
So they were like, oh, we want to conserve battery.
Buy the fucking new one.
Yeah, like or buy the new fucking iPhone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That
But
man.
really, that's what it was.
That's Apple, isn't it?
That's Apple's life.
Yeah, but it's
You
still.
can pick us up on Apple Music.
You're about to subscribe on iTunes.
Yeah, subscribe on iTunes and Apple. You can sponsor the thing by buying the Max.
Steve Jobs.
But yeah,
Fredo.
But sorry, what were you gonna say, D?
I don't know. What was I gonna say?
I saw your lip quiver.
If that guy's top lip is sweating, oh my god! You know that reference, dude. Nah, I was just about to say, like, imagine, like, 1,000,000 years ago, dinosaurs died just for Daniel. Dinosaurs died, went into the ground, fossilized just for Daniel to pay £220.
It was worth it, wasn't it? Worth it, bro. Fuck them dinosaurs.
Oh my god.
No, but after that, I gotta kind of start budging the fuel, but that's like a whole month of me riding a lot. A lot. I'm not supposed to be spending that much, but if I'm riding that much,
You just ride around.
but it depends how you drive. It's like it depends how you drive. Like if you drive always on the gas, you're gonna be spending and using more. If you don't drive that much,
I was thinking of getting a bike, you know.
a pedal bike or motorbike.
No. I was getting a,
No, a motorbike.
Yeah, I was gonna get a what's it called?
Moped.
Yeah, I was gonna get a moped, but then I said I hadn't even come to the decision yet. But I said to my dad like on the weekend, I was like he was looking out the window and he was like, I was like, nah, I'm gonna get a bike. He looked right, turned around, and was like, no, you're not. I was like, I meant bush bike. And he was like, oh yeah, go ahead.
A luge.
Yeah, how are you gonna disguise that as a push bike now when you buy one?
He's gonna. I don't even know.
Or just gonna put pedals on it instead.
Yeah, he's gonna put the side wheels on.
Oh no, the training wheels. Yeah.
I need help.
But you know, he wouldn't let me do it because the way he treats people on bikes.
That's bad. It has that negative, not like it's like a negative connotation to bikes.
Yeah, but why are they annoying though?
What you mean?
Bikers.
Who's annoying? No, well you can't cover them all with that blanket. Saying, oh, just because he is now, all of them are the same.
They get blanketed. They're annoying.
Blanket pause, but continue.
No, because I'm saying you can't just label that one and then they're all dicks. You know, they're all.
Yeah, but you're a dick though.
Why am I a dick?
Because you've been riding on your push bike like you were on a motorcycle from day.
Hey.
You were like, oh yeah, we were riding through Central, and the next thing I know, we were racing to make us off.
I raced down the market 5 times.
Oh, that's different when you're on a pedal bike.
But you still do the same now.
You do the same now.
You know what?
Allegedly.
Ever since I bought my last bike, I haven't even been on any pedal bikes.
See, it's called an upgrade. It's called gentrification.
Upgrade, yeah.
No, but I know you. The amount of times you like.
And that guy was on the bike, and he
revved it.
No, and he put his leg over his license plate.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah,
and you know what's funny? I never got any letter in the mail for like any fines or any speeding tickets because the camera flashed twice. Yeah, with a bright flash. Well, obviously because he was, we were both going fast, but he put his leg over his number plate. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, why is he doing that?
So
And as soon as I saw the camera, I slammed on my brakes, started flashing. I was like, oh fuck! But no, I didn't get any speeding fines, any tickets.
FBI is listening right now.
Of course they are.
See why I did it?
This is all alleged.
It's true. Yeah, it's true. It's not factual.
Yeah.
It's not factual information. But the amount of times you said to me like, yeah, I was next to some guy and You challenge me.
What, on a pedal bike or a motorbike?
No, on the motorbike.
Happens all the time.
Happens all the time.
It's ridiculous.
That's how you eat your petrol.
Isn't it?
That and just, well, I ride a lot. Especially if the weather's nice, I'll take advantage. I'll ride a lot. Because when it's raining, you won't see me on the road, bro. No way. Fuck the rain.
Get to them situations like when you're just next to someone. Nah, I can imagine it's like
It's not like some Fast and Furious, like.
One last ride. No, it's not like that.
No, bro.
That's I can imagine it though. I feel like I would. I'm not gonna say I feel like I would do that, but I feel like I'd be tempted to do that.
Have you ever been in a race and your petrol runs out?
No, but funny you say that.
That's a red flag, buddy.
Funny you say that because I was really, really low on petrol, and I thought I could just still keep riding it just for a tiny bit. I was in the local area, and then as I was gonna go home, the fuel light was still on, and then I could feel like I'm doing my throttle, but nothing's happening. Then the engine cuts out, and then I try restarting it. It kind of like runs, but then I'd say I was out of fuel. About 100 yards from petrol station, it cut out on me. So I just pushed it. So I didn't have any other choice. I was like, fuck.
Knows the struggle I've seen. Start
fuck.
humming like it's lyric.
Bloody harmonica.
Yeah, bro.
Dina, you get in a car?
It's not even a question, man. It's not even a question.
You get in a car. You get in a car.
Uni fees just look like too much, man.
See, apparently most Johnnies, when they get their student loan, they buy a car.
They buy a car.
People looking at cars, remember?
True.
They buy a car.
It's true. I mean, whatever the savings.
Can we name
for,
names? Can we talk like each other? Like,
yeah, cool. We know each other.
Each other's names, but just not. We'll just give it a quick code.
So first Ethan's gonna get his bike, then Dean's gonna get a car, Simon's gonna
Whoa.
get a car.
I'll get
It's all planned.
I'll get
Why am I last?
Because
of course I'm last.
Because you're saving your student loans, right?
Yeah.
Like a
You're
lot.
saving.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like you say, you got to save a bulk aside, man.
Gotta build that garden, innit?
You know what, Ethan? I would recommend get a manual bike. Get a manual bike if you can as your first bike.
I'm not. I cannot get a bike.
Why? Well, just because your daddy said no.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
No, but I can
shit.
see where he's coming from because both my parents were kind of against it, especially my mom.
Yeah.
But look at me, like after one bike now and a bigger one, they'll get used to it eventually, and if you're not.
Yeah, eventually, when I move out the house, then yeah. But not for now. While I'm still there, it's not it's sort of
It's not an option.
Yeah, you're in my house, so.
And then rules keep upgrading.
By the way, have you told anyone about? I meant told your parents about.
Snapbacks and tattoos.
What? Oh yeah.
You told them already.
Yeah, I swear I told you guys. I swear I told you guys how like I first showed him when it was all finished, and then first time
You took a shower and you just came out.
We were on holiday in Turkey.
Oh,
We went on a holiday in Turkey, and there was like a hotel and a big pool for all the people, and obviously it's nice and hot and sunny, and I'm like the only one that's not in the pool. I'm just there. Nah, I don't really feel like swimming. I don't feel like swimming. Like, come, let's go. Because second day, I'm still not swimming. So they're gonna know something's up. So eventually, I just take my shirt off and say, "Hey, mom and dad, look."
Look at my shit.
Look at this.
And yeah, that's it.
What did they say?
Go
on, you're gonna play it like
they were
it's
like
so
50,
cool.
50.
Really, they were like
50.
No. They
what
were
the
like
fuck?
50-50, but they were like,
Yeah,
shit. They weren't angry, really. They weren't angry.
Is that?
Bye-bye.
but they were angry.
Oh yeah, here we go. I say something, but it means completely the other.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be angry, bro.
Quick run around.
I guess like kind of neutral. Like I don't know if they was there with it, I probably wouldn't have any tattoos.
I think my sister got her tattoo when she was 17 or 16.
That's a mad.
Is it?
Well, in the
Yeah.
UK. We're abroad.
Yeah.
She went Syria, bro.
I think for her 16th birthday, in fact.
You can't, because I'm saying because you can't get tattoos if you're under 18
Yeah.
in the UK.
No, when she was 16, for her 16th birthday, she got a tattoo. She got love there.
But the thing is, these tattoo parlors don't give a shit.
No, I mean, my one asked for me for ID, but if they're like established and they don't want to get fucked by the police for taking underage people, then they'll ask for ID.
Yeah.
But if it's something small, then
Yeah,
maybe,
fuck it.
maybe if they don't ask for ID, they just do it. If it's quick, especially if it's like something small.
And
But
then
that
there's
took
no-
three
there's no
sessions,
choice.
3 separate sessions. That's a come.
It's true.
That's what ended up
together.
like 800-900.
Oh.
And you're still working on iPhone 4.
Yeah,
Mad. Okay, wait a second. Are you
Yeah.
getting more tattoos?
maybe in the future, but it's not a priority. Maybe in the future,
Fair
but
enough.
I'm thinking if I ever do, it's probably gonna be like tribal patterns.
Yeah.
So it's
So
maybe
like-
something
like
like
some-
all.
Moana shit.
Yeah, in Moana. That's like
Moana
Hawaii.
shit.
Moana.
What's
Let's go
Moana?
around the room actually. If you were to get a tattoo, what'd you get?
I'd never get a tattoo.
You wouldn't.
See, that's the thing, because I say shit, but 6 months later, I'm like, you change.
It's true.
Like I feel sorry
That's human.
for
That's human.
myself. Like 6 months ago, I'm like, ha, that bitch was poor as fuck. He was, he was some other guy. And then 6 months later, from now, I'm gonna be like, oh wow, this guy was nothing. Like I'm the new one now.
It's true though. It's true.
But yeah, I say that now, probably nothing. But hey ho.
I used to say that as well.
You never know.
What would you get?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get bear tattoos.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna get like let's say you have there's a massive wall, like this whole wall.
Okay.
If you had like a ball of Velcro and just threw it on the wall, just
Oh, yeah.
random bits all over there, that's gonna be tattoos on my body.
Someone,
A ball of Velcro.
What do you mean?
No, just like random bits all over. Like,
Oh.
nothing will like.
So
be
it's
all
not like one
nice.
big piece. It's just like many.
Yeah, it's just little thing. Like, that's like,
Oh.
I want my body to be like a jacket that you've sewn emblems on, pretty much. Yeah.
oh, so if on the wall there's an outline of your body, and then we just throw balls at it,
Yeah, pretty
and then
much.
it just lands on like your upper thigh, and you're like, ah shit.
I guess I got to stick with that.
Yeah.
I gotta stick with that one.
That will basically be my body. Like I don't want anything to necessarily be all nice and swerved and sleeves.
But you
and
don't
all
like the clean hand or arm. Or leg.
Huh?
You're not gonna keep nothing like
Clean.
blank.
No, I think that I'll mainly get tattoos just on my right arm, just because I feel like, or on my right side, just because I feel like my right side is my powerful side.
Okay.
I've always felt like my right side is like my powerful side, like with my hand.
But you know your right side is controlled by your left brain,
Or with the
side of
left side of the brain.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
left
yeah.
hemisphere.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it, bro. Just get whatever you want as long as like. you
This is
have
where I
some-
feel it. This is where I
feel it right
This is where I
here.
feel it. Like even with just doing that, like this just feels like
It's just your wanking. Your
there's
wanking
more.
hand. Strong hand.
This is where the control is.
That's the
The
little
controller's in my
stroke.
right
But the
hand.
control is there.
Yeah, the controller's in my right hand.
True.
And yeah, my left hand is just all over the gaff.
You never
That's the
know,
one
man.
you can't turn, innit? Oh no, that's the one.
Yeah, I can't turn it.
Wait, what?
Well, like
Where's
fully. Like this.
Yeah, I can't turn it like that.
How far can you get it?
That far.
Wait, what happened? Your wrist?
When I was born, well, what happened?
Your wrist.
But when I was born, I think because I done some research and one arm is supposed to be longer than the other.
Okay.
But one of my arms was extremely long,
Yeah.
so it basically messed up the scramble of bones in my wrist,
Shit.
which messed them up, so I can't rotate it. But this is all from a documentary that I watched on on a gorilla having the same problem.
This guy really is a demigod.
Oh my god.
But, welcome to the Max
Next
Oven Podcast.
Hey.
Welcome to the damn Max Oven Podcast. Episode 15 with me, Simon.
And me, Ethan.
And we've got a special guest. We've got to even introduce yourselves. About.
Commie.
Dean, and my black friends call me Deontay. Granted, I have a few of them, but that's my pimp name, man.
Oh, have you seen that meme?
Hold on, wait. You know, this bitch, she ain't gonna be leaving Commie. What is your
What's
name?
your actual name?
Commie. Daniel.
Daniel.
Yes.
Daniel. Damn, Daniel.
Have you seen that meme?
Stasty, man. Stasty, bro. 'cause
Have you seen that meme of the like it's a text message meme where some guy was like, "Yo, what's your street name?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Lil Marco." The guy was like, "Nah, like where'd you live?" He's like, "Oh, the name of my street." Lil Marco. Jesus Christ.
Shit.
Lil
Okay,
Marco.
man. What'd your street name be?
I was gonna ask the same thing.
Deontay, man.
Deontay.
That's your street name is.
That's true. That's a good point.
Dude.
I think I just go with E.
E.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, that guy killed me. E.
Oh, shit,
Famous last one.
E. There should be E with like 5 E's.
Yeah.
Like E.
I've got a follow up question to this actually. What would your name be?
Your street name.
Street name?
Yeah.
I'll probably just make like something really.
Dr. RuneScape.
No, just something like really white.
Heisenberg.
Just really white, like
Really well.
Big Danger. or like Dangerous Dan or something.
They call me.
Jonathan Toxic.
Something really stupid. I don't know. Like an alias.
Yo,
That's a funny
Jonathan
name.
Toxic, bro. That's so sick. Oh my god, trademark. That is sick.
That's actually too. No, you should go with Daniel Toxic.
Daniel Toxic.
Daniel Toxic.
Fine, decided. There we go. Daniel Toxic.
If you ever hear him coming.
Yeah, it's my
Turf.
turf.
Fit his name. Toxic 3 times. Oh, what would my
Fooled
street
me
name
one
be?
time. But continue.
What would my street name be, man? Ooh.
You should have speaking you up, by the way.
It is. I know, I tested it. What would my street name be? I was thinking something about. I don't
He
know.
hasn't fucking said anything.
Man, you know what? Fuck my street name, bro. I'm just called Simon, bro.
Simon.
I want to make it so that my actual name, people don't want to say my name.
Your name should.
My actual genuine name.
Garfield.
What?
Garfield, no.
True. No, that's it. I like Mondays. No, I don't. That's a lie.
The fuck, that is
No,
But
man, Simon. No.
my follow-up
What's your
question
follow-up? What's your follow-up?
is something that I can't remember.
Okay.
Alright.
Do you know what though?
So-
I've got a game. I just thought of it, spontaneous thing.
Yeah.
Let's go around the circle again.
That's the way to go.
Your game last time took like 40 minutes.
That was a banging game, though. That was a banging game.
Alright,
Jesus.
listen. It's on along the same lines, yeah?
Oh, come on.
You're a guy.
I'm a guy.
You're in school. You're the head of your class.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? Head.
Like you're the top of your class.
Alright.
Like you're in secondary school. You're top of your class, getting A's, A stars, whatever, you're smashing it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, your aim in this game is to become the head of the mafia.
What mafia is
Yeah,
this?
what mafia?
Let's say there's a mafia. Let's say there's a mafia in London. Okay, the top biggest gang in London,
Yeah.
you want to become the head of the gang.
Jesus.
How you gonna do it?
You just have to work your way up, won't you?
Yeah.
No, but you got.
How
I
would
wanna
step
know.
by step? I think I'd start
who's-
off by.
yeah.
Oh, which way are we going?
It dip, do the cat's got the flu, the dog's got the chicken pox. Out goes you go first.
Yeah, I just work my way up. But eventually,
That's the aim, that's the
eventually, you
aim.
have to do enough like killing and stealing, and then you work
No,
your way
But
up
what
to
would
the top.
you do though?
Blow
From
by
the
blow
beginning? From the
description.
beginning. Yeah.
Shit, I don't know. I'll probably have to find out who the head is, the actual mafia,
Okay.
kill them, and then say,
You don't think that his sidemen will attempt to kill you?
Innit?
Damn.
if I'm not careful, I have to plan it all out.
Kill-
What's your
plan
plan?
it all
What's your
out.
plan? What's your
Oh,
plan?
I don't know.
So you think? Bang!
Yo.
I am the captain now.
You know what? Actually, eventually,
Look at the
eventually, that's gonna be
Sir.
that's gonna be the final stage of like the plan. Eventually, you're gonna have to kill the head because what? They're not just gonna come down just because you say please.
No, he could. He might.
Yeah,
He
true.
might if he's
He
nice
might.
enough.
I
Yeah,
respect you so much.
if he's one of them nice ones.
On
Yeah.
his deathbed.
Yeah, exactly. But I put him there.
I don't know.
You shoot him in the head, now you become the CEO of H&M.
True. AKA the head of the mafia.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
There's a monkey in the jungle.
I'm the one the money in the jungle.
That's so
the
nice.
jungle.
Yeah.
Alright, go on, Dean. How would you do it?
Since we're in secondary school,
Yeah.
go around to every secondary school, be up the toughest guy.
Okay.
Establish my name, Deontay. Deontay's out there. People in uni are like, I think this Deontay guy's gonna go to uni level.
True.
Gonna get that cash loan.
Buy
But
himself a couple guns.
yeah, buy myself couple of utilities. Bish bash bosh. Kill the bad
Literally,
guys.
that's the sounds.
Yeah,
Bosh, bash, bosh.
Till your bank dies.
yeah, till my bank dies, man. Till I die. This is my life now.
True.
Yeah,
Basically.
it's game over.
You can come out of the gang life, I swear.
No, not really.
Not really.
How would you know?
I don't.
Not really.
that ain't your raw phone escape.
You see, I'm spending 220 on fuel, but my other expenses. Yo,
That other 980. Boy. You don't speak about that.
Bitches and weed. But I would start off by
Go on.
going to the nearest corner where I know
corner.
there are Dunnies selling something.
Standard.
Yeah.
Narcotics, preferably, and rob them and then beat them up with a toolie.
Ethan got that toolie on. Don't you think they're gonna come with reinforcements and fuck your shit up?
Innit?
I got the toolie.
No, the toolie's got the toolie. Okay.
Okay.
I
What
got-
do you mean? When you gonna get the two?
Yeah, but then why does the whole
You can get
secondary
toolie
school
from
thing
them.
matter? Like, if you were
Because
just
you're young.
anyone.
The point,
Yeah.
the point is, like, you're not known for the gang life.
Ah,
That's
just
the point.
away from neutral.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you're on the complete opposite end of the
Of the
bad guy
spectrum.
spectrum. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's them ones.
Yes, I get the toolie, kill him, or bang whoever's there,
Yeah.
fuck them up bad, and
Go back go and revise.
Nah, then after that, like I'd leave like a. I get that. Is that are those? Oh, well, it might not have been, but you know when you're cold and you have earmuffs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they are.
I beat them the fuck up and then leave earmuffs on them, and that would be my.
But that was like
trademark.
a signature. The signature.
Yeah,
Thing.
that
It's
would
like
be my.
Zorro. He carves a Z in his chest. He leaves earmuffs on his face.
How did this guy die? Oh, he definitely wasn't cold. But he was cold though.
Definitely wasn't pneumonia.
No, but I'd put earmuffs on him, and then on just one of the victims. Not all of them received them because I don't want to buy.
It's
all
kind of
them.
going to
I
be
don't wanna buy-
impossible. Because imagine like the top 3 or top 5 people in that mafia, they're all probably going to be family. It's going to be like family run.
Yeah, but that's a good point. But have you seen what's that show called?
The show.
Sopranos.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh yeah.
What's his
What
name?
a
Jake.
vibe.
Jake
Yeah.
Peralta.
Is this a new series? The new season?
Nah, it was like season 3 or something.
Okay.
He made it into like the mafia. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I
basically
saw that.
became part of the family, and he was a rat the whole
They
time.
didn't even show that.
Yeah, they showed that was between
Yeah.
seasons. Yeah.
They didn't even show that.
That was
That's
between seasons. That's a mad thing.
so annoying.
That's okay. What's next? What's next then?
How about you,
Um,
Simon?
Hang on, he hasn't finished.
Yeah,
Oh,
leave some
yeah, sure.
earmuffs on them, and then just go, and then just like have like a massive board in my room where I just cross it X off who have banged, not who have killed, who have banged. Because I still want them in my team when I take it over.
Okay.
But
You think these victims are gonna join you?
if they don't join me, they're damn well gonna respect me. That's
No,
all I
you don't.
need. I just fuck them up. I just fuck them up with earmuffs. I'm E. I'm E.
True.
They call me E because that's the sound they make, baby. E.
Like the whole thing.
Shroink.
Slowing.
And if they go ah, I'm like fuck no. I hurt them harder. Like say E, man.
Say my name.
Say my name. Say E. And they go, E. E. Yeah, that's the sound that they make. That would be my ad lib actually. That was my follow up question, but yeah, I forgot.
You can give them an option. Either you kill them on the spot, or they come and work for you.
Innit?
Oh my
Torture
gosh, I was listening to this documentary called by Iceman. I'll say it after, but say what you do.
thing. Like Iceman, are you gonna remember that?
Yeah.
You might as well say it now.
Basically, he was like
Yeah.
one of the victims that he murdered.
All right.
They were pleading to God, pleading
Iceberg
God.
Slim, you mean?
No,
Who's
Iceman.
Oh, what that murderer who doesn't give a
Yeah,
shit.
they were pleading to God, and
Have
he
you
was,
heard about him, by the way?
he's like a mass murderer.
There's this mass murderer who's like, he's one of the like exemplars of like psycho people.
Yeah.
Like he's mental. Like he was talking about how he just killed someone at the urinal because I don't know, they were breathing. too
Yeah,
loud or something like that.
yeah.
Is this real?
It's
Yeah,
real,
yeah.
Where is this? London or where?
America,
America.
years ago. But
Has to be.
what he done
Has to
was
be, bro.
someone was pleading for God, while he was about to kill them, and then he was like, you know what? I'll give you 10 minutes to pray to God. If he appears, then I won't kill
That's
you.
evil.
But if he doesn't, then you know what will happen.
That's evil.
10
Well,
minutes.
that's-
And then
well,
he answered it by saying, and he didn't show up. That's what he said.
Well, then that's just 10 minutes to act or think of what to do.
Innit?
If you
That's-
give
You
me
know,
10
he
minutes-
knows he's not getting out of that shit. Because at that time, he was a hitman for mafia. So he was in a position where he couldn't run.
Oh.
He was basically in a slaughter room. Like, it was
Oh,
so
well, you're
scary.
fucked either way then.
Then he used to throw
Yeah.
people in caves and just leave them there and gets the rats to eat them up.
But,
But he'd
but it's not like any
he'd
random people.
record
Like,
it
he
all
must
though.
have done something so for them to come for you.
Yeah, but he done it
No,
to
he
every.
was like, he was hired.
That was when he was in that job. But but on a regular basis, he just killed anyone.
crazy. It's like Dexter, bro.
True.
It's mad.
Anyone.
And listen, if you're walking down the street and he saw you and you like,
Just call him on a bad day.
yeah, if you
Yeah.
put him on a
Put him on a
bad,
bad day.
yeah, put him in a bad minute.
Innit? Yeah, but innit? Not even a bad day,
Yeah.
because he could switch at any moment.
He used to tie the tails of cats together and put them over buses, and just let the bus go off and then just see them just die.
Yeah, that's fine.
Early signs of psychopathy.
Yeah, man, he's a mad one.
Mad.
But yeah, what would your stages be to?
So, I mean, I've got 2 plans now.
Two plans. Jesus.
One of them is to jump on the dark web
All right.
and
Dark web.
start services as a contract killer. Right.
Start services.
Start services.
What people pay you?
Yeah. To
So
kill
they give him
people.
Bitcoin or however.
Who the hell's this guy, Simon?
Yeah, just they get to know when and how.
Alright.
Now,
Go on.
yeah. I'll start locally though, and then
Locally.
yeah, locally. Not even around my area, but like locally, like small bits,
Okay.
because nobody knows who I am. Nobody knows where I live at this point.
Okay.
I'm living a double life. Do you know what I mean? I'm on the dark web and I'm on the light web. But I'm starting services. I'm getting up there. Next thing you know, I'm charging 10,000 for a killing.
So how much are you charging before for a killing? Mate, you're taking someone's life.
I know, but no, you gotta start small.
£10.
£10.
No, not £10, but like something small.
That's not even a shop at Sainsbury's.
I know, it's nothing. That's not a lie.
For
That's not
3
a lie.
days. Are you
But I
mad?
don't care. I'm trying to become the head of the mafia, and it's nothing to me.
You hope.
I'm
That's
not,
why I say beating someone up. I don't think I can kill someone.
Is it?
So I'm gonna become head of mafia just by killing random people, whoever.
what I'll do is I will earn respect in that field, and then hopefully get drafted by the mafia.
Drafted.
They'll draft me in. They'll be like, "Hey, listen, we've been noticing your actions in the field," and I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, you know."
This is
I love how.
Britain.
Yeah.
No, but
True.
okay, cool, fine.
You
fine.
pussy.
You pussy. You pussy, you man.
I remember what that's from.
Be money.
You pussy.
Pussy, you man. Be money. But okay, yeah, fine. I get drafted by the mafia,
Yeah.
and they draft me in, and then basically become brothers with the
With
What the
the
heck?
mafia.
with the second guy in charge,
Okay.
right? But then I become brothers with him.
Yeah.
I start making him jealous
Ooh.
because I'm better than him.
Okay.
I know I'll be better than him
Yeah.
just because I'm Simon. That's my gang name, but
Simon.
nobody says it. I'm untitled, but I'll make him jealous,
Yeah.
and then I'll make him kill the head.
Oh shit! It was this
Yeah,
reverse Macbeth.
basically reverse.
What's happening there?
No man of women born shall touch. No, but I'm gonna make him kill the head,
All right.
and then basically I'm not gonna snake it because snitches get stitches, but I'm gonna make it shown that this was the guy that killed your father
Yeah.
to the family. So then they out him, and then I'm next in line, so I grab the front.
This is how you know Simon took English literature. Like, look at this storyboard telling. I don't think that shit,
That's
but
that.
Okay,
some pretty good shit.
But that's how I get to the head of the mafia.
Have you guys seen that new Man Them on the Wall like short?
Fam,
No.
what is that called?
Are they still alive?
Yes.
Is it?
Yo.
But they're not called Men Them on the Wall though. They're called.
But
something
they're
else.
just actors. They're just actors.
No, but
Yeah,
Young-
really and
Younger
truly.
Baker's not in it though.
Yeah, but it was, have you seen it? Has anyone
No, I have
seen it?
not seen it.
I know Daniel hasn't seen it. That's
No,
why
of
I'm
course it
just.
is. It's got
I know what it is. I
Yeah.
think I've seen like 1 or 2 episodes, like way
Man
old.
Them on the Wall.
Yeah.
Man Them on the Wall.
Yeah.
Because I remember Simon was telling me about it.
I
And his
was
family.
talking about Man Them on the Wall, big man. I was
What
talking
we
about like a
They made a
new,
new thing.
new music video type thing.
It's like, what's it called? The Sighting Story.
I have no idea, but I watched it and it's a sort of like a short film / rap story,
Yeah.
but it's a rap song. But it's a story of, let's just say it's me and Simon as the
Okay.
main character. So I'm like I work at Costco and I'm stacking shelves and everything like that, doing my job, and Simon's my friend. So I'm really passionate about working in Costco. I'm doing my job well, and
Yeah.
this random guy from Colombia sees me working hard and says to me, "You know what? You work hard. I think you'd be a work harder in my drug cartel." So he gives me his card and basically says, "Yeah, come on, let's make some money." I start selling, then I bring Simon in. Me and Simon are both working, but at this time I have a child and a wife.
A child.
And I have a child and a
Damn.
girlfriend. Yeah,
Mhm.
and not a wife. No, she's a girlfriend. But
Wow.
yeah, no, I was playing after a wife. But,
I don't
yeah,
rate commitment.
so I bring Simon in. Simon starts becoming flashy, and I just save my money.
Ah.
So I save, and with my girlfriend, I'm talking to Simon, and I'm like, yeah, I want to marry her, but I want to get out of this life. So I want to move like out of London to like Birmingham or something. And I'm passing over the position that I'm in because I'm a rank above you. The position I'm in, I'm gonna pass it over to you,
Yeah.
so you can do this now. He's got the money, but he's just flashy. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass it all over to you now, so you can do it. Yeah, cool. It's lit. All right, let's go. My daughter's about 3, and I don't know how my girlfriend is, but I'm having a leavers party now.
Yeah.
It's a lit party. Right here. I leave now. I go outside for a call, and I get a call from my girl saying, "Even like we're getting robbed. Some guys come in. We need to go to the safe because they're gonna come in. They're gonna take the money." And then the guys on the phone saying, "Yeah, give me the safe, or I'm gonna fucking shoot your girl in the face, basically."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Fuck it." here's the code. I call Simon. I'm like, Simon. Someone just came and just fucking rubbed my shit at my girl's house. Come, we gotta go. He's like, and he says, all right, cool. Just don't go in there until I'm there. I get there. I'm like, fuck that. I run in. I see a note, and the note basically explains how my daughter, Simon, slept with my girlfriend.
It's not yours.
It's not my daughter. Simon slept with her.
Okay,
and
they took the money.
Yeah, and then Simon actually ran off with.
Me that did
then you ran off with my girlfriend and my daughter, and went off.
And this happened all in one music video.
Yo! All in 3 minutes.
No, it's about 7 minutes. It's about 7.
I thought it was 10.
Oh yeah, it's about 10
minutes.
But yeah, that's basically. Yeah, but I heard that and I was just like, this sounds cliche, but it's like it's still good.
You watched it?
Yeah, I watched it all.
I want to watch it still.
Yeah,
part 2's coming up soon.
Yeah, it was entertaining. It was
Part 2?
entertaining.
How can it be a part 2?
I guess he's on the hunt now.
I find the guy.
Do you know what I mean?
Taken.
Oh shit! Taking all my money.
Taking my money and my life.
She took all his money. You still had money.
I know, but I took yours as well.
Yeah.
Double the money.
That's mad.
Double your pleasure. Double your pleasure.
That's a dickhead thing. I can't lie.
Marketing.
Oh man, you know how people say, like, you regret this now, but 10 years down the line you'll not thank me, but you'll start laughing.
Yeah.
Because it's funny.
Yeah.
Like, is there anything that relates to that? I know me and Simon can relate to the same thing, probably, but I'm asking like you. Like,
what's that you have to say?
Computer science.
Oh,
at the time, oh my god, it was horrid. Like, yeah, oh yeah. No, but like, we relate to the more funny side.
Yeah.
Daniel's like, what you mean?
He's on the arse
like,
side.
at the time, it was horrible. Like,
it was always horrible.
And then, like,
Always
now
horrible.
we can laugh about it.
We can laugh about it now.
Yeah, because we're not doing it, are we?
Yeah, exactly.
We're out of it.
Miss, what's her name? No, we outed her name.
Miss Cole. That bitch.
Where did you come up with that?
I think I've been saying it.
Miss Cole.
Miss Cole. I've been saying that.
Yeah, but she was just shit in general.
Yeah. All those times staying late at night.
It's true.
It was just shit.
Oh man.
I will never forget that calculator task. So.
It wasn't just a calculator task. There was so many of those tasks.
Oh, bro. Do you want to tell it?
No, it was just a big fucking comedy club.
Tell it.
No, me, I didn't even take it seriously. So, like, you know, like a few small tasks we had to do. They should have taken like a few lessons per task. Like, one of the tasks was to create a calculator.
Yeah.
So, to, like, create the interface, create the buttons, all the numbers. And then it would have to work as well.
Yeah.
But, obviously you have to, like, write all the code yourself from scratch into, like, a compiler or, like, into a program.
Yeah.
So, what was, like, a calculator was one task, and you have to create a recipe book. A hangman game. So, and all these tasks.
That was poor, bro.
all I would do was just fucking plagiarize and copy all the like other people's code and pray that'll work. I didn't give a shit.
Do you want to tell the story?
Do you remember that one time when you were doing the calculator and I was there and then you were behind me? And you copied your calculator from the YouTube video.
Yeah.
Straight.
No, but some of it worked, but I tried to tweak it to make it work.
Yeah, but you tweaked it. You made the button the same fucking color.
Yeah.
So it was just fake, bro.
Yeah, but it didn't matter because she was gonna call it shit anyway.
So yeah, she
was
called you
gonna
up
say-
to the front. She was shit, and she showed you the video tutorial.
Wait, were you in our? Oh yeah. Well, were you in our class?
Yeah, we were the only class. She literally called us guinea pigs on the first day because
She took the piss.
we were the first people to ever do computer science in our school.
Piss. And that was the epitome of
Guinea
false
pigs.
advertising.
Yeah,
Yeah, it really was. Did you see on the open evening all the computers?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
I could see like every department tries to get as many students as they can, like probably to meet guidelines to get as many people for their.
It's true. In French,
lesson?
they have like champagne.
Oh, for
It's like
fuck's
who
sake!
fucking sips
Yeah.
champagne in lesson, man. You got Mr. Fidgenon. Jesus.
But how
He was
about,
like, "Shut up on your face."
Shut up at your face. Don't talk
He was a good teacher, though. Unlike Miss
True.
Bitch from Miss Computer. Yeah.
Don't talk about
But it was good in computing because we could. What was it? What program did we use? Just talk like a chat.
Google Plus, mate.
Eventually, kind of most of the class was using it to like talk and help each other out.
Yeah.
So we just type shit to each other. But then,
Dude,
he's fucking dumb. You know what I mean? It takes that one dickhead to ruin it for everyone. He wasn't careful enough.
Yeah, like we all had it minimized on like the right hand corner of the
like
screen.
you keep it in a separate tab.
But this guy was just like
smashing away.
Massive window, just like, haha, guys, LOL.
I said his name as well.
I'll bleep it though.
Fuck him anyway.
But Mr.
But yeah,
Owen just walked past. She's like, "What's that?" He's like, "It's a chat with me."
he was doomed.
yeah.
He was doomed from the start.
I can imagine him. I can imagine him being so happy while he's happy. And she comes, she's like, he used to always go like this, like this.
He's always like, look to the side.
Yeah.
And eventually, how many people got busted because she could see who was in the chat before you left?
Yeah,
the
we
chat.
left.
Yeah,
we left the
was
chat
so
real
lucky.
quick.
So lucky we left it. Basically, the whole class, apart from like us three,
Yeah.
and then like a few, like 3 other people,
Yeah.
got busted for it. They're all standing at the front of the class, and she was like, she was just calling them up one by one, like you, and then they get up, so to the front, like, what's going on here?
So what even
They were
happened?
just
Like,
silent.
what kind of punishment did she do?
Bro, I don't remember. What did she do?
It was like detentions or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what she did.
Thing is, it felt so bad because even though we would only have 2-hour sessions most of the time, even though she would let us have a break, you know, we're at the top bit at the ICT room. So halfway through, 1 hour in, she'd be like, "Okay, guys, get up, go outside, have a little bit of fresh air." But we would get up, go outside. We felt like we were prisoners. Like, here's my time. Let me just play some ball in the court. Like,
Courtyard, mate.
and then she'll call us back like, type, like 0100. Like,
Basically,
fuck
speaking of
me,
violence,
dude.
man,
No.
computer science was sure.
ICT was hilarious. I can't lie.
Yeah,
Like it was. I just remember when. Oh shoot. When
she was
when Devante got in, like he got in trouble, but that was like because you in that same room
Yeah.
all the way at the end. That's where me, Coogan,
yeah,
Oh,
and
my God.
Devante used to sit,
standard.
and it was hilarious because it was like I remember in one lesson that was the first time I heard. That was I think then the next morning after that, that's when I heard "Shut Up" by Stormzy in that lesson, and both of them knew every lyric to the song already. I was like, mate, it's been like 6 hours. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, I remember. I think it was that same lesson when Devante got pissed off, and this was just like, "Get out!" She's like, "Get out!" And he was like, "No." He was like, "No, I'm not fucking going." He's like, "No, I've had enough." And she was like, "Oh, we're putting you on call." He went outside eventually, and then she called on call, but he's like, "No, I'm not going." He's like, "I'm staying right here." They came. He was like, "I'm not going. I'm staying right here."
I'm not leaving.
Hilarious.
Nobody gave a shit about her though. Like them men in computer science just playing 8-ball pool in the back.
Yeah.
Fuck, boy. Oh my God.
I remember people used to pay other people to do their code.
Really?
Yeah.
Specifically, I've got to say his name.
Wait, was he
Oh my
paying
God.
people or were people paying him?
He was paying Ukub. He was paying Ukub.
Listen, I'll give you £5 if you complete my time.
You were like a negotiator. Hey, there's 5A, 5AII. Which one, man?
What do you want?
Did he
Pay up.
Did he get it done eventually?
I don't even know.
So yeah.
Because I know I didn't complete none of my tasks. As much as I was trying to copy other people's shit, I didn't care. Well, I know you completed your stuff.
Yeah, but even I got like a shit grade. I got like
You got a
B?
B.
I got a D in the coursework. I flopped it.
Jeez.
I got a B overall just because I got an
The
A star
exam.
on the exam. I got very lucky on that.
Boy.
But that coursework. It's the fact that she was standing at the front. She was like, "All of you are going to fail."
Yeah.
She was
Yeah.
Like none of you are passing, except for maybe like he was pointing at the two like
Yeah, the tough in
the
it.
two top people, and then she's like, "All of you are failing," and I was like, whatever.
Did I tell you how I saved my last ICT whole coursework? Like 85% of it to the last 3 days when it was due.
I feel like you told me that.
And I remember she was sitting next to me, like correcting something, and she was like looking at my screen, and she was like, "Ah, please don't choose A level." I was like, I remember I went,
Oh boy.
I was like, you're an educator.
I know. How
You're,
can you say that?
you're actually being paid to teach me.
Bruv,
Teach me.
bruv, she's not even a teacher. Bruv, she's not even a teacher. She's a reader of the book and
No,
reads the book
She,
outwards.
she teaches the people she likes. If she doesn't like you, then she.
But the thing is, she doesn't teach. What does she know? She knew the same thing as us.
Yeah.
We were in the same boat. She just had a bit of authority because we didn't know her first name. That was it. I don't remember her first name.
Arvinder.
I don't know.
I remember her name. I know everything about her.
True, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Oh. Do you remember that one time when it was a supply teacher? And
You were like, yeah.
Well, for
we were
computer
Breaking
science.
Bad.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
You started that, in fact.
He
Let's
started
not talk about
Breaking
it.
But yeah, is
But
there
there's
any
so much funny shit from Holy Family happening.
Bands.
is there any
Man,
time in your
just said it
life
again.
where you've regretted something but you've
I
liked
thought we were
it?
talking about
Do you remember
serious
when-
things.
remember when it was
Oh
that-
no, fuck it.
Yeah, like you look back on yourself
You're like,
and you're
ha.
just laughing back in the day.
I was thinking about it the other day. I wrote something about like a long thing about it, but I was basically just like how I have this thing where I think Simon knows about it, but I like bad things that happened to me before, like I just innately erase them
Oh
from my head.
the bullying.
Yeah,
You erase them.
not even a bullying, just like bad things that happened to me when I was like younger. I just like forgot them.
He just doesn't
Shit.
remember
I just
them.
don't remember them.
It's mad.
You got that sponge guy in your brain with
Yeah.
the pencil, bro, just erasing shit, dude.
Yeah, no, facts. Like I just erase. I just erase shit. I just erase shit from my
It's
head.
mad.
Then when I'm
crazy.
talking, I'm like, what? That happened?
Cause that's kind of the opposite for me. Cause like the most important shit that I know, I can completely forget about them in an instant.
Mm.
But then embarrassing shit, it just comes.
They stay
It
with
just
you, innit?
comes
It
instantly.
stays with you,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
bruv, oh my god. I've only been embarrassed to the point where I'm like 2 times in my life.
Ugh.
One time when I was in history, and like it was this group of people. It was like there's like all the people kind of like that I would be alright with now, but back in year 9 or whatever, I wasn't really that like cool with. Like it was like I'll probably bleep this out. It was Laura, Mackay, Reese, and all that. It was them, man.
That
And I was on the table with them, and like they were just chatting. And I remember, like, I was all right with them at the point, but I wasn't like where I am now, essentially.
Mm.
But I was just talking, and I said something like, I revealed some disgusting information about like the neighbor, like, and what happened with between the neighbor and like the neighbor's son and like my dad.
Okay.
Which like, as soon as I said it, I was like, why the fuck did I say that?
Something disgusting.
It was like not even disgusting, but like it was stupid. To
Oh,
say.
oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But it's, yeah, because I should have known the context. It was like, and then their reactions to it, just like
Oh
made
my
me
God.
sink. But I didn't sink outwardly. Like I played it off all right, but like, oh my god. As soon as I said that, I saw their reaction. They were just like, you know, back in the day when like the popular people, they
Yeah.
would like.
They
You know that
all
thing
look
when-
at each other like.
Yeah, they all look at each other
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
whose man's is this? Like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
kind of shit. Like they did that to me, and I was like,
Exile.
like, yeah, I'm not in the movement now. Like,
And then I got braces.
basically,
Really and
and
truly.
now I'm up. Now I'm up.
Oh,
And
shit.
it came to. Then that bell rang you at lunchtime now. So
Yeah. I was like, okay, guys, bye.
Time moves on.
I'm out. Like, I'm out.
Ah.
I'm out. Like.
Okay, bye. See you now.
Yeah.
And then I killed someone. Okay, bye.
And then he died. KC. No, but then the
Oh,
other
shit.
time, which now this is another thing I look back and I laugh because I think, why did I give a shit about this?
Yeah.
But it was basically it was in maths. You were there, mate. I think. But
A lot of shit
there was
happened in
the
maths.
test scores got
Yeah.
revealed, and then there was this girl who never liked to reveal her test score.
Okay. Dunno.
Lithuanian.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tall.
Yeah.
Oh.
No,
Oh.
kind of.
With the basketball girl in Canada.
No.
No.
Oh,
The
what?
other one.
The other
The
one.
other one.
Yeah.
Who was? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No.
Mate.
No, with that's the tall.
Oh.
Yeah,
See.
She ain't that tall, but
Yeah.
it was her. Like she always kind of like. She may be different now. Anyways, no. She like had the test and she's like, listen, nobody look at listen.
You carry your can.
Listen, she was like, listen, nobody look at my score. I was like, do you know what? Fuck it, bro. I'm just gonna look at her score because I I knew I smacked it.
Yeah.
I was so proud of myself. I was like, oh boy. And she did poor. And this is why she was hiding it. Normally she does well, obviously. She was like one of the most intelligent kids or whatever. But she did poor in this one. She was like, whatever. So I just snatched it from her. And it was all bants, yeah? It was all bants. It was calm, like, she's like, or, you know, childish banter.
Yeah.
But then I said her score out loud.
Oh,
what's this, year 11?
Why?
It was like year 10, year 11, I think.
Damn.
Yeah, I said it out loud.
Yeah.
It's harrowing. I still remember.
Yeah. Nah, I still.
It was 34. I remember.
Whoa, 75. Well, no, 100.
Out of 100.
Shit.
Out of 100. 34 out of 100.
Nah, there's a lot of things that happen in maths class. Like I remember there was a time where I got mad at Jonas. You can bleep that out if you want. But I don't know if you remember it.
Do I?
Yeah. It happened in maths. So he just pissed
hold
me
on,
off.
hold on. Finish your story.
Oh yeah. No, basically, I did that and I said it out loud. I was like, 34. And her face, oh my god, her face. It's actually scary to this day. Like, she was like, smash, like, no. As soon as I said it, her face dropped down. Her face dropped. She was sulking. And she was, bruv, oh my god.
Was she upset, angry, or?
Both.
Man.
And then I played it off again. I was like, that's pretty good. And I gave it back to her.
That's really good.
I went back and sat down, yeah? And I remember I was just thinking,
Like, what did I
was
do?
like, what did I just do? I looked over at her. She was eyeing me. Oh my god. But the thing is, she was eyeing me. And then as soon as I looked at her, she would look away. But slowly. It wouldn't be like just caught my... She'd be like... This girl's gonna kill me, bro. Oh my god. So I was like, let me just take the formal decision. I think I was talking to Slack actually. Slack was there.
Yeah.
And Slack was like, you should apologise still. I was like, alright, cool. So I went, I did a whole lap of the classroom because she sat at the back and I sat like to the
to
the
the
left
practice
of her.
lap.
Yeah.
So I went around towards the right of her.
Yeah.
And then went and I basically was walking by. As I was walking by, I ducked down and I was like, listen, by the way, I'm sorry for what I did. I didn't mean to do that. And then she said something like, you didn't mean to reveal my score out loud to the whole class. And I was like...
She said it loud?
Loud. And I was like, listen, keep your voice down. There's no need to like...
Well, you said 34!
You said 34! Bruv, it was a mad thing. And then that was done. Like, she didn't forgive me, but that was that. Then we went to English, yeah? And I walked into English. And this was... Funny enough, this was after the time I got... what was that punishment called when you had to, like, stay after school? Not detention, but, like, every other...
Oh, yeah, assertive mentoring. The most bullshit name.
Assertive mentoring.
Oh.
Yeah.
After I got put in assertive mentoring, and I had that whole debacle in assembly where they called my name and everyone was shocked and that.
For what? Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that?
I remember that.
But... let me just explain what assertive mentoring is. Assertive mentoring is this bullshit scheme that basically says that you do work, like you do your homework, but in school for an hour, and then you leave school later on like every other Thursday.
So I remember it was on the upper side. I think it was year 10 or year 11.
Yeah.
When was still in school,
Yeah.
and we had those red little Bibles, and he threw them.
That
was year 8.
Was it? I thought it was
Mate,
No, I don't remember who it was.
Oh yeah,
Bleep,
that's a good point. Oh right, okay, I've got to bleep that name. That's the first time it's.
But
That was after I got put on assertive mentoring, and I walked into English, and Mr. Hughes was there.
oh,
I'm leaving that name in because I respect that. But
Of course.
he was there, and he was like, "Heard you got put in assertive mentoring," and I was like, "Yeah," and he just started laughing loud. And I was like, yeah, it's a bit emotional. He was just like laughing out loud, and I was like, listen, it's not funny. And the henchman was there, and he was like, he's laughing in your face. Are you gonna take that? I was like, bro, whatever. And then she was there, and she was laughing as well, but she was laughing kind of like a
spiteful laugh.
No, she didn't hate me at this point. Like it wasn't a hateful laugh. She was kind of like she was laughing at my reaction type of thing. So I went and sat down, but before I sat down, there was water on my chair.
okay.
And then, as I was about to sit down, I was like, Jesus Christ. And she was like, yeah, you should go grab another chair. I was like, we're on good terms again. As soon as she said that, I was like, okay, cool. I know this now.
And you're fine after that.
Oh, yeah, we're fine after that.
No. I was about to.
Now, just to put it out there.
Yeah, we're gonna find him in the Vatican. Fucking next Pope.
Young Pope, mate.
But
That's the Canadian basketball girl we're talking about, right?
No, man.
What? Young Pope?
It's
No,
not.
fucking the girl he had
it's
beef
not.
with.
It's not. It's
Oh.
not. It's the other one. You know her friend. Yeah.
I thought she was the tall.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
No, that's what I was thinking of. So we're in maths class again, and I got I just had enough shit from this guy.
Yeah.
You're nuts.
Yes. And I don't know. Like I guess you can put in the terms of switching. I just switched,
Bro.
and I was like, Chanel. I was in rage mode, dude, and I picked up my bag, and I threw it because I wanted to make a statement. And little did I know, my aim was so good, it just hit bleep in the face.
Oh.
Hard. I was like,
Poor.
yes.
Like she didn't fucking do anything. All of a sudden, Dean's back
So-
right in her face.
So I looked him in the face. I looked him in the face after that, and I just left the class because I didn't want to. Like, I don't want to start anything.
I feel like I remember that.
Well, too late.
And then after I chilled down, I just came up to her and I was like, "Sorry about that."
Did you
I was
go to her?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I threw the bag in her face.
I thought you were apologizing to him.
Nah.
I was giving like, what the
No, he came to me and he was like, "I'm sorry for what I did.
Oh, right.
I don't know what I did, but I'm sorry." And I was like, oh, "Well, I guess I'm gonna accept that bullshit." But
What
yeah.
was he doing?
My aim was so perfect.
Jesus Christ. The wrong target.
I could just imagine.
Thing is, when it happened, it's like.
Like an explosion.
Thing is, when it happened, like everyone was sitting down, but I decided to stand up
Yeah.
because I was angry at him,
Make a statement.
and I threw it. But then it was the exact time she was standing up, so it was like,
No, that was meant to be.
Oh, it's true. If she
screw.
didn't stand up, it would have gone over her head.
But oh man, it was bad.
Luckily, she's still.
Yeah, luckily she definitely forgave me like this time.
Imagine someone who's just working. Oh shit!
It's so bad.
Oh, man.
What's we making do? What did she
What
do?
has she done, man? What has she done?
Oh, that's a madness.
Barely speak English.
True.
I remember, yeah.
She learned
Oh, yeah.
fast.
We used to always say, when you're foreign, you just always use the word basically.
It's true.
And she used to just go, basically.
Basically, like, yeah. Listen, I remember when she first joined the class, we thought you two were twins.
Why? That's a bit fucking racist, mate.
No, do you know why though? Do you know why? Because firstly, you're both from the same culture, innit? But secondly, you both had the two face dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we both spoke Russian as well.
That's the thing, yeah. As soon as she came, boy, you were happy.
Mm.
Yeah, and
Oh, and then Kim was already there
yeah,
from the start anyway.
And then you joined, then we were like,
Yeah,
Well,
fuck,
that's
I
what
can't
the
keep
real
up with
name
this shit, bro. I gotta. Because I remember everyone by name and by face. I can't keep fucking pretending.
True.
Yeah.
I can't keep pretending.
pretending.
I can't live this life.
I know, I'm actually a woman. I can't keep
But Kim was
pretending.
there, and then came like in year 8.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in science, I remember that. She walked into that science class, boy. Like, everyone, this is the new student. Sat down on my table, I was like, what are you, man?
She was
Reminiscing.
really smart though.
Which still is, probably. I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm guessing. School days were back. But I remember that. I got
That was the funniest
I
shit.
remember that. in
Like no
December.
one was gonna see.
It why did he throw it though? That's the most ridiculous thing.
He was like, "Go on."
What was it? What was it? No,
He
I
was
think
in my form.
Yeah.
He was sitting by me.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Then he gave it. He was throwing it to Big Donny.
No, he was throwing it at someone. He wanted it to
you're
hit
talking about
someone.
tall guy.
Yeah.
Really slim
No, I
tall.
think he was passing it to him. He was passing it to him. He just dashed it across that same.
And I remember that was the same assembly where it was given to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
It was
man.
given to
Imagine
and,
that disrespect.
and I remember Miss Dixon, she just went off. She was just like,
She's
how you
sweet.
disrespecting the Bible?
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. If I was a teacher, I saw that. I'd be like, "What the fuck?" I don't even know.
I was just pretending that I didn't even see that shit. Fuck
So
dealing with that.
anyways-
There's like 10 other teachers in the room. Just let them deal with it.
That's true. But how would you? How can you
Just
react
dumb,
to that?
as if no one's gonna see that Bible.
I know. He's like, "Hey, mate." Ooh, just dashed it. I crossed it like over 15 heads. Landed between man, like didn't even reach his target. And then he sits
funny,
back
I'm not
down.
gonna lie.
that reminds me of the fucking. This is in sixth form. That reminds me of what I did with the. I think it was the milk. The really old, old milk in the microwave.
Oh my
I never
God.
knew it was gonna stink that bad.
Oh, it's-
And
oh, it's-
at the same time, like I swear, Miss W,
Yeah,
the
she
head of
was
the sixth form,
pregnant.
she was pregnant, but she was coming in and out of her office, so she wasn't
Yeah.
in there all the time. Because I remember I was watching out for her,
Yeah.
just in case I would get caught.
But she was,
And then and after like 30 seconds, it
set
stunk
off,
so bad.
set it off. I
Yeah.
went to the toilet though. The thing is, I didn't.
Yeah, I was just, like,
experience
bummed out.
the initial,
And her
like,
office is
explosion.
right next to the microwave in the thing. So imagine how the fuck she feels, bro. She's like breathing in like that mustard
The
gas.
thing is,
Mustard gas.
She's dying, bro.
The thing is, we didn't even know she was in there though.
She was in there when it
She was
happened.
in there. The thing is, this is the way it went.
Yeah,
We
bro.
were just looking through the fridge,
Mm.
which was what's in the fridge? Nothing. We found that old milk.
You're like, what the fuck?
We were
is
like,
this?
what's this?
It's off by months. Though.
Yeah, it was like off by ages. It was like chunky.
Curdled.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, curdled milk. Well done, curdled. But he was like, let me put this in the microwave. I was like, why are you gonna do that? He was like, fuck it. He stuck it in. I was like, listen, I don't want to be here when this happens. I'm gonna go to the toilet. Yeah. I went to the toilet. 30 seconds later, I come back. But it's like a nuclear explosion. Everyone's like leaving. Save yourselves. Everyone's like leaving the room.
Yeah.
I was like, boom, I walk in, yeah. There's some girl there just sitting, just chilling like it's cash. Like, I don't know, like she's radioactive resistant, just sitting there reading her book. She was like, I walked by her, she's like, it's not even that bad. Walked by her, walked to the thing. As soon as I like step into the room, I left my bag in there. As soon as I step into the room, Miss W walks out with a fucking 8 months pregnant baby. Just walks out like, I'm pregnant.
You're gonna kill me.
Like, you're gonna kill me. Like, listen. And I was like, listen, I just came to get my bag. I don't know what happened in here. I don't know.
That is such a funny response.
It's basically,
I'm pregnant.
it's like, you guys know I'm pregnant, right? And I was like, listen, I'm just getting my bag. I don't know. But the thing is, I paused you on the way out, and you were like, mate. You were like, mate.
It's done for.
Mate, don't do this. So I was like, oh, no, I left my bag in there, mate. I've got to go in. I was just like, braced it.
I'm happy they didn't find out who it was.
They don't even know who it is to this day.
No, everyone did except I think hopefully her.
Boy,
But I saw her husband in Tusco's in Himes Park
jokes.
a few days ago.
I saw him in school. He's
Well, in
vegan
the
now.
school.
Yeah.
Vegan.
He's vegan?
now.
That suddenly
Jesus.
looks old and young at the same time.
I know exactly what
That's
you mean.
weird.
You say that as well. I know exactly what you mean. You've got that old young face.
He still looks the
Like
same.
Mark
It was-
Zuckerberg.
Oh, speaking about him. Fam, have you
Speaking
seen how many people are making jokes about him, about being a robot?
Mate, did you see that smile? Daniel, did you see the
Oh, the smile one.
testified?
Well, because of the privacy shit
The
with
Facebook
Yeah.
Facebook.
Oh, I got
So
that.
he
I'll
like-
show Daniel right now.
He testified in front of court, and just his whole testification just like got memed the fuck out.
Why?
Just because like
He looked like
was-
a fucking
he
robot.
he didn't look human.
Oh.
Like he looked like he was moving just like there was this
I saw
one
Mark
thing.
Zuckerberg drinking water for the first time.
Basically, there was this one thing. This is the most popular meme. You know how there's no like on a window there's like sliders,
Uh-huh.
so you can do a slider like from this to this from this. brand to this brand. The one he's showing him right now is Mark Zuckerberg. He's just sitting. He's just stern faced. He just says an answer. He just says a response. Sitting there, then he just smiles like the fakest smile, and then stops it, and then brings it back. And then someone put the slider underneath like smile, deactivate smile, just like.
Let me see it. Can I see it? Is that so?
I want to make like prayer for like Toys R Us, man.
Oh, it went back.
I literally went there today.
Lord.
What? Their stores are still open? I thought they're closing.
Yeah, no, they're closing it in. Well, the one I went to, they're closing it in 6 days. I went there. Fuck, it was post-apocalyptic.
Oh.
Half of the store was closed. All the shelves were empty. I just saw random people running everywhere with carts and shit in their like
Oh.
Everything must have
shit
been
in
like
their
1p,
carts.
2p.
Yeah, like we bought a few cuddly toys,
Mm.
like more than 5. It came up to guess how much? 5.
Like a pound?
No,
£2?
£3.67
£3.
for 5 toys.
Because usually Toys R Us is expensive.
And it's
shit,
like
man.
I went in there, and people were just stealing stuff.
Bro,
I took a Pokemon sign.
I feel like it's disrespect.
It's like a
though.
fucking
I literally
riots.
just ripped it out of the wall. I ripped it out of the wall because I saw people taking artwork, and I was like, "Oh shit, raid!" And it looked so bad.
Fuck it.
Stop, no.
But it was poor, man.
It's poor. It marks the end of an era.
Yeah, really and
The
truly.
end of the youth era.
But I guess it's their fault for their overpriced bullshit, man.
I know. I'm not keeping up with the times.
Which store did you go to?
Enfield.
And everything was
Is that the one where there's like multi-stories?
Yeah.
Multi
Man,
things.
It was
shops.
so sad, man.
might have to head there in the next 6 days.
Yeah.
Fam, nah, I'm telling you, there was nothing. I think on the 4th day there'll be nothing left.
Oh, bro.
Like the workers, they just look like, yeah, I'm gonna be unemployed. Like, you don't have to tell me again. I heard from the news like a couple months back. It's alright. I saw this coming.
Just listen. I know I'm going. Just be aware, like.
Yeah, but that's
It's gonna be
calm.
unemployment
Why's that
benefits
calm?
are us.
Becoming redundant is being made redundant is a calm one.
No, it's not. You're out of the job.
Yeah, but you get quite a bit of money for that.
What lump sum? They're bankrupt.
No, but, no.
What lump sum are they gonna get?
No, but they must have money aside for giving money to their workers for redundancy.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. If I was Toys R Us, I just imagine, you know that SpongeBob episode where he was trying to like be a waiter, and he was like, somebody told him to just toss everything you know about fine dining. No, it's toss everything you know out the window except for fine dining. Inside his head, there's just bare SpongeBob just dashing things in the furnace. Like, this isn't fine dining. Like, people shredding like home life, names of pets, names of grandparents. Just like, hey, we just need fine dining. That's how I imagine Toys R Us was like. Burn the cash for the employees. Burn the cash for this. Do you know what I mean? We've got to save ourselves.
For real. It's
But they
like
flopped it,
I think that it's a serious thing.
Yeah.
I know, man.
It's a serious thing. They have to, because being made redundant, if you're there for a year,
Yeah.
that's about, and you're earning, I don't know, maybe about 600 a month, 600. You must get a redundancy check of at least $6,000.
$6,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, but imagine how many
What?
people.
Whoa.
No,
For each
no way.
person.
There's too many
There's
people.
too many employees.
No, and that's if you're earning 500-600 a month. You
Not
must
gonna
get you must get at least $6,000 or 5-6 grand.
It can't be. There's no money for
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, you're getting a free TY toy and a thank you. That's it. Thank you very much for your service.
And I have to call the manager.
Oh man, what do you think is the next thing to go bankrupt? Because we said goodbye to Blockbusters, time ago.
Woolworths.
Yeah, and
Woolworths. That was the
I don't
saddest
even
thing.
remember how the logo looked.
It was red, man.
Let
Yeah.
me find
Red
that right
Woolworth.
quick.
Bruv. That was the saddest thing I've ever experienced.
Yeah,
when they
man.
put that,
You've watched your iPad.
when they put that, what the hell is there now? And
Wilco.
Wilco.
Yeah.
Mate,
I
when
think
they
so,
put that
yeah.
there, I despised it, bro. You don't deserve that spot.
Yeah.
It's like when they took game out and they put what was that fake game
Choice.
still? Awesome games.
Kex?
Yeah.
No.
No,
What
it
did
wasn't
they put
inside.
there?
CX?
Oh yeah, CX.
No. Where game was?
It wasn't another game, so it was choice.
Choice.
Yeah,
They put choice there.
Yeah.
But that closed down immediately as well.
Yeah, no, TK Maxx is there.
I don't mind the TK Maxx as it comes.
Yeah. Mad.
But I don't know what is the next thing to go bankrupt.
End of an era, man.
End
You
of
just
an era.
you just think of things like if I can get online, oh you're going fucking bankrupt.
Sure.
That's basically it.
Basically, yeah.
Like, you
Yeah,
know,
but imagine how many jobs are going to be lost because like you can automate them. It's like robots or software or some shit.
I have a theory how we can completely eliminate money from the ecosystem.
shit.
If we make self-sustaining robots that can make things.
If we can make self-sustaining anything, the world would be safe.
Yeah,
all we
but
need
then
is self-sustaining.
we would become useless.
No, we won't. We'll be able to indulge in
And
life.
then soon they'll be like, why are humans even here to live? We
Yeah.
can live better.
And then we go to Mars.
Oh,
That's
because
true.
you know
We
you
just
get
go
like
into
fucking
the
virtual
ether.
like VR.
Innit?
But oh man, yeah.
Constantly living in VR.
Constantly living
Fucked.
in VR.
That's fucked.
Bro, there's this one video.
That is
yeah?
so fucked.
There's this one video called it's by this guy called Exerbia
Mm.
on YouTube, and it's called Humanity: The Good Ending, and it's basically a story that tells the possible way humanity in which humanity can go from today.
Okay.
Like it kind of tells the story of like this AI that people are trying to build this AI. So it starts with AI, and then they get this AI that's called Gaias actually, and they get it running, and it becomes smarter and smarter because it's self-sustaining and stuff. But they keep it on a private server.
Yeah.
Eventually, it leaks out into the world, and because it's an AI, it learns and stuff, and it becomes a thing, like an actual thing that you can that becomes useful in like the internet.
Yeah.
But it gets to a point where it takes physical form, and it builds itself a body that it lives like on Earth with, and it gets And it gets represented on Earth because while it was working in the internet, it was building like a virtual version of the internet, like of the world in the internet.
Oh.
And it was called I don't remember. Let's just call it the ether. It wasn't called the ether, but it was something like that. Like people could go in there, kind of like VR, and live there or live outside. And outside, this AI Gaius was like represented at the UN and stuff, and like an actual big thing. Like it was, and it represented like the ether on the world. Like it was another nation.
It represented the other world
like
inside the internet.
Yeah, like it was another country. The internet world. And then it got to a point where people could basically upload their brains into the internet when they die, so they never die, and they just keep living there. And then it got to a point where dying, like actually physically dying without uploading a copy of yourself, was like malpractice. Like you shouldn't do that.
Oh shit!
Like everyone was doing that, so then everyone lived on, and like the ether's population got to like hundreds of billions of people in there. And then people were like duplicating themselves inside as well.
Shit.
Like people had thousands of copies of themselves, and obviously it's an infinite world, so like people just doing mad shit. And then people just started unifying with each other. Like,
I'm so good looking, I can fuck myself.
No, but not even with their clones. Like imagine me and you become like one thing, one being, and then he joins us, and we become one thing, and then you as well. And that happened with like thousands of millions of billions of people, and that became one entity that basically started swallowing up everyone, and everyone became one thing.
Yeah.
And that was all happening in the internet, but on the outside, nano machines were like using the resources from the earth to feed the internet world. So outside it was dire, like 1,000 people on the surface at least. Everyone was inside the internet. And then, as that was happening, the last people on the earth, on actual earth, died, and everyone was living in the internet, but everyone was one thing.
Yeah.
So it started to expand outwards into space, and using these nanobots, like Earth became like a ship, like Super Mario Odyssey or something.
Okay.
Like it became a ship that kind of went outwards into space and started devouring planets and stuff, like this one thing. And eventually it came across another being just like it, like that had went through the entire process. Like this happened over the span of like 200 years, starting with 2017,
Okay.
and to the point of like 2184 or whatever.
Yeah.
That's when this being exists now. Like it comes across a being just like it, so then they unify and they become one thing as well.
Shit.
So
And people within this one being, are they living?
they're kind of in a state of living and not living, but they're kind of one thing. I don't know if they have their own consciousness anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's a unified consciousness.
Stuck in purgatory, bro.
Innit?
Do you think you would ever do that? Like if there was
Would I unify?
a device? No, if there was a device like you can upload, like your mind onto a computer and live forever.
Black Mirror. Innit?
That's why I don't like that.
I don't know if I would.
I don't
What was
fuck. I don't.
What you just said?
Black
This
Mirror.
YouTube video called Humanity: The Good Ending.
Yeah.
It's actually a really interesting
Holy
story.
How is that the good ending?
It's
That's what I'm
200
saying.
years.
Imagine-
the video's 200 years long, bro.
Yeah.
You get to see people working, dying.
I know, you get to watch the whole experience. But imagine that, like, it's called the good ending. So imagine what the bad ending is. The good ending is we all join up and start eating planets and come across another one of ourselves.
But would you do that? Would you upload?
Upload myself.
I don't
think I would.
I don't think I would.
I don't think I would.
I don't fuck with my soul. My body can die, but my soul lives forever. Amen. Deontay.
Deontay said it and he read it and he spoke it. Hit my code, nigga, I wrote it, nigga. 6 headshot.
Oh man.
I don't think I'd do that. Would you?
Nah.
Innit?
Nah, maybe on weekends.
Even if your whole family did, they were like, "Come, please join us." We want like.
That's tempting.
That's
man.
awkward.
That's a different one, innit?
Orcs.
Because that's what it's all about, innit? It's all about family, man.
Yeah.
So mad to me.
Family said you will sing
About me.
What's the benefit of that? So other people can like use that as research or like try and like experiment with that shit. If you try to upload your
You're immortal.
Consciousness.
You're immortal.
Yeah.
Basically, like it's like you exist, but you exist in there and forever.
Because you're a virtual copy.
But
Nothing else.
That's kind of what I imagine heaven is like.
Exactly,
You're
bro.
just there.
Yeah, but just in case heaven or hell doesn't exist, you can just upload yourself.
Just put yourself there as well.
And you'll be safe.
But the thing is, the way they played it in this story, in that Humanity the Good ending, is that it's a copy of you. Like, it's not actually you. So you exist in the real world, and then you exist over there as well. But then when you die, you're still there.
Yeah.
Kind of like that. But I don't know if I would do that, you know? It's a bit mad.
Very mad.
Technology, man.
Oh, man, yeah, technology is mad. I was looking at some useless trivia the other day.
Standard.
Why not?
As you do, innit?
And there's this company called TagSmart. Yeah, so they're a company that's based around stopping art forgery.
Oh.
And the way they do it is that they use some DNA tagging in people's artwork to make it unique to them.
Oh my God.
DNA tagging.
DNA tagging.
So they like cut
They-
themselves, they drip blood on it.
I don't know. They have a mixture of nanotechnology
Oh.
and DNA synthesizers, which they like put on the corner of the artwork, whatever, and then it like signifies a specific number of codes
Oh, right.
that authenticates it to the one person that made it.
Like a signature. But like
Yeah.
a digital signature.
DNA signature, DNA digital signature. Holy shit! Like
Digital deoxyribonucleic acid.
you ain't forging my shit today,
Not
son. Like
today, you ain't got my blood.
yeah.
That is a
What world
bit
we live in,
mad.
innit?
That is a bit mad.
Can you imagine that? You're like, oh no, fuck you, and you're not getting mine. Artwork.
Innit?
DNA, bitch. Like,
Sign it with my spit, bitch.
is this yours? Nah.
Nah, it ain't mine. It ain't mine.
That's 2018.
That's
That's
2018.
2018.
That's 2018.
People
It's
be
like
doing
scary
shit.
shit,
We're
man.
living in the future right now, but it's
Yeah.
mad. It's like what I was telling you about how we were playing Mario Kart on my Switch on the train,
Yeah.
and like I had one controller, Lance had the other controller, and then you had the thing in the screen in your lap, and they were all wireless and just connected. But we were playing Mario Kart.
That's-
And then like
That's what Nintendo envisioned.
that's what they envisioned. Like this is what people wanted to happen.
Yeah.
It's mad. It's mad. We're there, man.
Yeah.
Here's
What
a
a-
question.
Yeah, go on.
Go on, no, go on.
Now I was about to say what a time to be alive, but
Humanity.
Really
good.
big.
is it really?
Really? That's true.
I've been thinking about like how this is the generation I live in.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Like where all these Instagram videos, I think it's just fucking with my head more and more. That's why I just think I'm gonna delete Instagram soon, just
For
because
real.
it really is fucking with my head. I can't.
Yeah,
lie.
come join the club. It's great out
That's
there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Just come join the
It's
club.
It's just the amount of
No
like,
social media.
No social media.
It's-
like, I think the worst
Who,
thing
do
I
you?
saw.
Him as well,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't have anything, bro.
You have WhatsApp though.
Yeah.
That's same as
that's
me. I just
my
have
buddy.
WhatsApp. Oh yeah,
I think,
just WhatsApp.
Oh, yeah.
See, stress free, no bullshit. Because I knew, like, I could just even when I tried Snapchat for like a week, because like some
Yes,
girl.
Snapchat.
Yeah.
way
for
back.
we-
I told you way back. I only had it for a week because this girl convinced me to do it. So I did it for a week,
You do
and
what they
then
say.
I was like, "Fuck this! I'm not gonna waste my time." Because I can imagine if I had Snapchat, Instagram, what else? What's like another major
Twitter.
platform? Twitter. I will go hard, bro. I have to stunt for the gram. I have to put all my shit out there, make it look nice. But then imagine how much time and effort that's gonna go just for my social media. Fuck that, bro.
But the thing is, I feel like that's a good thing nowadays. Not even a good thing, but like it's important nowadays.
Oh, look,
Yeah, but I don't want
let me
everyone
tell you
knowing-
what
Huh?
I
Oh, yeah,
saw.
go
I
on,
saw.
sorry.
I saw a guy with like he had drumsticks in his hand,
Okay.
and he had girls all bent over.
What
And
is
he was
this?
playing drums
He's
on
playing
their.
their asses.
He was playing drums on their back, on their back.
no.
Wouldn't that hurt?
Yeah, it
Trust
was
me,
like
With a
it did.
stick?
With a
No,
stick.
that's
Tip,
ridiculous.
you bang
When I
it,
saw
no.
it, I
That's
was
like a
like, it was on World Star, and I saw it, and I was
Damn,
like, this
dude.
is what
The world's come to.
people
Yeah.
are doing to get attention.
Yeah, bro.
That's mad.
And they say chivalry is dead.
Innit?
Look at us now, bitch.
I'm just trying to make you my girlfriend.
Doing a whiplash. Do a young
Uncut
whiplash.
my tempo.
yeah.
I'm going to fuck you like a pig. That's one of my favorite quotes from that movie. Oh, apparently that wasn't even supposed to be in the movie.
You just
Like,
said it.
like he said it in the what's it called?
Script read.
No, they made a short film of the film before they actually made the actual feature.
Mm.
Yeah.
So in that short film, what's his name? Same J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons. He played the same teacher, but Andrew was saying he wasn't the main guy. He was someone else. But in that short film, he said that line. He's like, "I'm going to fuck you like a pig."
Yeah.
But then in the movie, he was like, "Listen, let's not say that. It's a bit mad." So he said something like, "I'm gonna fuck you up like a pig," or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But then Damien Chazelle was like, "Nah, fuck that." In edit, he just used the clip of him saying it in the short film, and he just put it because obviously you don't see him saying the line. You just hear him. So it's just the audio clip from the short film. He just put it in there. One of my favourite lines in the movie, boy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. That's lit, man. But no, social media.
Drumming is a hard one, but continue.
Drumming, Anderson .Paak, but no, social media. I feel like this in this day and age, it's important to keep up your social media because people are watching.
It's an online profile now.
It's the thing is,
yeah, it's good for that, like exposure. If you're using it for something, like exposure wise, right?
Yeah.
But other than that, it's like a competition, like with everyone else.
But it's more than that. It's kind of like it's integrating into society, kind of. With, for example, things like Tinder.
Yeah.
Like people just scope you out without even knowing you. They just look at 5 pictures of you and decide, or they can look at your Instagram profile and you've got a little bio there, and then that's you for them. Do you know what I mean?
That's mad, man.
Like that's your first impression.
Yeah.
It's mad.
Just meet me on the streets, man. Deontay.
Do you know what I mean?
Fuck's sake.
With the Thule.
The Thule.
Do you know what I mean? I wish we'd go back to that as well, man.
What?
Just
no
like,
social media days.
Just meeting in bars and shit.
Oh, yeah.
People still do that, but not. I don't think as much. Maybe.
Not as much. People on like Discord and that.
It's kind of weird how you're growing old when you blame the younger generations for not doing what you've done.
Innit? Yeah.
So like you're reading a book. Oh, these guys are using iPads. What's going on here? I remember I saw a picture where some guy was like, "How are these guys writing in pen? I was scribbling in stone." What the fuck? But honestly,
on the tablet.
Like to our audience, we're not that old.
I had a smaller pebble.
Really and truly.
I had a smaller pebble on a bigger pebble.
I was scribbling with my toe. Jesus.
But
jeez, it's mad though because I actually I fall victim to that. Because when I hear about these kids with like iPads,
yeah,
I'm like, what the fuck you doing with an iPad? Get off the iPad and start. Go outside and start colour or draw.
Draw the sun, man.
While you're on your iPad,
as you do, innit?
Draw the sun, man. Burn out your retinas. Come on.
You know what I mean?
Do what we did.
Become blind and become Stevie Wonder.
Oh shit! But
I just like to think all the people in the world shit.
Like I don't want to go on the downside to things, but it's kind of sad how in life we specialize. If that makes sense.
What do you mean?
Like when we're younger, in our GCSEs, we learn about everything, meaning that we have little knowledge about everything, and like everywhere, innit?
Yeah, it's big stuff.
And it's like, I remember the days I would go home, I'd be like, "Oh, mum, I learned about the medulla oblongata, fam." And she would be like, "Oh, the medulla oblongata," and I'd be like, "Yeah, the medulla oblongata."
Yeah.
It's changing names every time, but it was just so pure because she didn't know what it was, but I felt superior because I knew what it was.
I know what you mean.
But we've come to that stage where, like, 5 years down the line, if someone has a kid and they start explaining stuff what they learned in school, we would be like, "Oh, I remember when I learned that, but I don't remember jack shit
about it, innit?
Yeah.
I know what you mean as well.
Like, we specialize. Yeah, we specialize when we get older to the point where we don't remember.
It's something in your throat.
Nah, it's something in your brain.
Is it? Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Something to do with the
medulla oblongata.
We learned that in triple science. What's it called?
Yeah.
Was it triple science?
Triple science, but yeah,
You mean
it's mad.
the amygdala or what?
No, that's
Fuck?
something
Medulla
else.
oblongata.
Medulla oblongata.
Saying it wrong again, but
the thing is the fact though the way Miss Board.
yeah, Miss
said it,
Bourne.
the way she
Yeah, with
said
the
it,
accent,
that's the point,
bro.
With the accent, innit? Medulla oblongata. Everyone's from.
But man,
No, but I know what you mean about specialization. It's like.
yeah, it's mad. Like a few years down the line, we're gonna be like, "Oh, I remember when I learned about that," but that's out of my brain.
Innit?
Sponge guy just came in and erased that shit.
SpongeBob
Bad
Hungarian.
times.
You know it. The thing is, ask me about quadratic equations now. I can't tell you jack shit.
Yeah,
But I
exactly.
was only doing them like 2 years ago. It's
Yeah,
mad.
but like you felt like
Yeah, but all
good
that-
when you were doing
All
it.
that was just to pass exams. However much
See, this
you
is
can
why-
remember
this is
for
what
the
I don't
exam.
like- this is why I don't like education now. They're teaching for the exams.
Yeah.
They ain't teaching for the sake
Yeah,
of
it's just like
learning
a
shit.
big memory game.
It's a memory game for sure. This is why I don't like it, bro. This is why I don't like school.
You gotta understand it.
All you have to do. It's true. You don't just know the facts. You gotta like know the facts.
Innit, man? You might as well make me play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, fam.
Do you know what I mean?
Get the hell out of here.
General trivia, bro. It's mad.
Jesus.
What's the fifth biggest national estate in? Man, do you know what I mean? Let me like get interested in stuff. This is why I really respect them teachers that get you in on a subject.
Yeah.
Like that get you in and they like get you invested. Because when you find your calling, it's most likely because of your teacher.
Yeah.
And your teacher has a big influence on you.
And
To
then
a
they,
certain degree.
yeah. And then they tell you to not take it for A levels.
And then-
And you're like, oh fuck.
True. I was gonna become a technician.
Facts.
Man, I remember when I wanted to do computer
Fuck out my
science
I know.
in uni,
I
and
remember
then
when I wanted to become a coder, and she busted my calculator.
oh god,
Looking like fucking YouTube. It's mad, man.
She busted my fucking balls, my dreams, B.
Busted my dreams,
She
boy.
killed me.
She.
Sharon! What's her name?
What is it? What are you doing? What are you doing?
What's her
Rocky.
name, Daniel?
Arvinder.
Arvinder!
Arvinder.
That's what's it
I
called?
got put accent on it as well.
What's his name?
Because that's how you fucking say
Go
it.
with
It's
the
not like
glasses.
it's not like a really English accent.
The one with the
Arvinder.
glasses.
Oh, Vinda. Yeah, that's how you
No,
do it.
he's a singer. He's an old piano player.
Who is?
Herbie Hancock?
No, he had like guitar player. He had like glasses. He was British.
John
Oh,
Lennon?
John
Oh, no.
Lennon.
I think so.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah. okay.
Sharon!
Alright.
Oh, his wife.
I'm so confused.
Sharon Osbourne. Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, he's of the island of Cork.
Oh, shit.
See, nobody knows what you mean when you say
He's
that.
Caucasian.
Cook of Asian
Descent.
Cook of Asian descent. All the Asian cooks.
Mhm.
That's a good point.
Asian Corks.
It's mad.
Name of my new band.
Heritage. Asian cooks.
Asian cool.
Asian Cork.
That is sick. If you were to listen to any other genre
Yeah.
that you listen to now, what do you think you would be like? You'd go into?
Go into.
But what if you listen to a bit of everything? Then what?
Then you create your
You
own
listen to
genre.
a bit of hip hop,
Answer
R&B.
the
Okay.
fucking question.
There's more than hip hop and R&B now.
Yeah, but no, I'm saying a bit of everything.
Okay. If you could only listen to one genre
Oh.
and it's not your main genre,
Mm.
what would you listen to?
Well, it wouldn't matter because if that's all you're gonna be listening to, you're gonna get sick of that shit, and then you're not gonna like it anymore.
And you'd be surprised.
I kinda-
Genres and then subgenres
Yeah.
under that.
I kind of want to like try death metal,
I-
even though I don't like it. But it's just like you see them people, they're dancing and shit. You're
No,
like,
that's-
how are
that's
these people
techno.
getting into this
How the
shit?
fuck are you gonna dance? Then
Them people under
Yeah.
the bridge. And
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Oh,
Are
man.
you dancing to the rhythm or to the lyrics?
I'm
I'm
dancing to Satan.
definitely. Yeah.
It's true though.
'Cause I can't understand half the shit they're saying when they're screaming.
They're
And
screaming.
What's
and
it
they're
called?
yelling.
There's a name for it.
What?
It's like that type of
Why are
shouting.
your
Is
eyes
in...
closed?
Screamer?
I'm just closing my
He's
eyes.
fried.
He's
And he's telling me that I'm tweaking when I came over. Yeah, okay.
That was like an hour ago.
Screamer, when they're like screaming.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's
Screamo.
called.
Screamer. But then you have like subgenres like thrash metal or death
Yeah.
metal,
They got that. It's all mad, man.
So positive.
emo shit.
In it, death.
Emo
I hate
shit.
myself. Metal.
Yeah.
Them ones.
Then there's what's it called? What's NWA again? Gangster rap. Yeah.
That's
That's,
gangster
yeah.
rap, man, that's different.
yeah.
But then you got death grips. That's
What
like,
the fuck is that? What genre is that?
Death
No,
grips
no,
is-
They're their own
it's,
genre, pretty
It's
much.
like
Yeah.
hip hop. Yeah, it's like hip hop, but like industrial and almost
Oh.
metal.
Okay.
It's a mad thing.
What's it called?
Death grips.
Death grips.
That band is sick.
Yeah, but then what's that guy? Needle Drop? He reviews all the albums and
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
How the fuck did he rate that shit? Like the #1 album of that year, and then again.
2012.
But then he picked them twice.
He did it. It was one of the top, like the newest one. The what's it called? This is gonna piss me off.
That's a sick name. Needle drop.
Needle drop.
Yeah, music review, innit?
Yeah, that's a sick
But their
name.
most recent album, which I don't remember the name of, the
The Pau.
Powers That Be. That was their last one. But their recent they got a 9 out of 10.
Damn.
But
From
I've
him.
heard it though.
Yeah, I've tried listening to some of their stuff. I can't get on it.
I think it's actually like quite good.
In what way?
Death Grips, man.
Because the melody doesn't, like, the beat always changes. Like, it's fucking weird. I don't
Do you
understand.
Do you know what it is? I feel like I like to rate albums on the merit of the extent to which they go, like the depth in the music. Do you know what I mean? Like, not only is, for example, To Pimp a Butterfly well written, but the intricacy in every single noise that you hear is so mad, like you can't not rate it. So I feel the same way about Death Grips. Like when it's completely different on a completely different spectrum or anything like that. But when you hear everything that's going on in your ears, I can't not be like, wow, that's incredible.
Maybe I need to listen to it again, but I still can't fucking get on board with it, bro. Not at all. It's weird.
It's just like it's just off the wall. It's just crazy production. Like I can't even not rate it.
What's it called?
Death Grips. Let me find them.
Just anything by Death Grips. Just try and listen to it, bro.
But their most recent one.
See what you think.
Is I feel like one of their best ones. But there's this album called The Money Store, which is their most popular thing, and that's what got them big. But Death Grips. But there's this album that came out most recently by a guy named JPEG Mafia.
Oh yeah.
And it's called Veteran. And that album, it's not, I wouldn't say it's exactly like Death Grips, but it's along them lines. Like it's industrial, kind of noisy and that. But like, it's on the same vein of the production's so intricate, I have to rate it. And also you can rap, so Bottomless Pit, that's the most recent Death Grip album. Very good. Yes, man. So, okay.
Falling asleep there, Ethan.
Ethan, what other genre would you go for?
I'd like some just like instrumental music.
Instrumental?
Yeah, like I already like full on orchestra, but like get heavy into like full on orchestra music.
What, classical?
Yeah.
What, like Beethoven and that? And them and that?
Beethoven and that.
Add some whale sounds. Yo,
no,
classic.
you would never expect anyone to speak like that. What, Beethoven and them and there? Cool, yo.
Okay.
Oh, bruv, have you listened to his old shit? Oh my god.
Have you heard the new Beethoven thing? It's a mad thing, bro.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give that a listen.
Yeah, I get
Man like Wolfgang, bro. Man like Mozart.
like Mozart.
Like, oh my god, do you know, I most recently got into, or like got back into Phone Jacker.
Oh.
Phone Jacker. You've seen Phone Jacker?
Wait, explain that for people.
It's just basically prank calls, but it's
Phone
funny.
Jacker is just, he's doing prank calls, but he's characters. But it's the funniest thing. I think it's one of the funniest shows Channel 4 has ever produced.
Okay.
It's ridiculously jokes. Like he does this one character, his name is Jafuli.
Is this the Indian guy with the computer?
No, his name, I don't remember his name, but he's the hello ID technician.
But why?
Just wanted to help you. That's that one. But no, this one is like, his name is like, he speaks like this and like just trying to get a little quick thing. Like that's how he speaks. Yeah. So there was this one, like sometimes he goes on the street and he does it live and you can see the people's reactions when they're on the phone. Yeah. So this one time he was like, he's phoned some gallery and he was like, yeah, I'm calling about a job interview, yeah? And she was like, yeah, just wanted to... He was like, yeah, can I, like, apply on, like, would you want, like, my email and that? And she was like, yeah, just give me your name and stuff. And he was like, oh, you want my name? She was like, yeah. He was like... J. And he spelled his whole name like that. He was like, J to the A to the F to the double O L. Jafuli. Like that, and she was just there, just like, what the fuck? And you can see her eyes were white. Like there was some guy off to the side, and she was like crazy, like doing the crazy motion. Yeah. And then he was joking. He was like, "So did I get the job?" And she was like, "Definitely not." She put the phone down, and then he called back later on, and he was like, "Yeah, just wanted to call. Like I think we got off at the wrong foot." Like she was like, "Nah, no worries," and she was like, yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, like I've got a girlfriend and that, and she was like, listen, I wasn't really in a relationship. He was like, listen, I don't know if you're pushing it, we can go on a couple of dates on the side, like just call me on my email, jafuli.com and stuff like that.
He's like he starts beatboxing.
That was the when I heard that, mate. Oh my god, but you want my name? Yeah, I want your name. Jay. Funny. Let me spell it for you a little bit slow. It's too good, man. And obviously they got that guy, Mike.
Who's Mike? What does he do?
Like, he's the guy who always comes from those ridiculous website names.
Oh,
He's like,
yeah, I know.
He's Irish. He's like, hey, it's Mike from yank my dick off and stick it up your ass.com. Calling about, like, would you like to do a survey? And nobody ever hears the name. They're just like, yeah, why not? Let's do a survey. And the survey's always nonsense. It's funny. And then he had the phone line as well. Like, you know when you call and book tickets?
Yeah.
They'd be like,
Can I have one of these?
yeah, go on. And he'd like,
What is that?
he'd like be the
Crackers.
yeah.
Vegan. I'm joking.
Vegan, obviously.
Oh, wait, is he trying to, like, he's like a machine?
He's a machine.
He's like, press
yeah.
1 for
And
it.
he was like, if you would like to book 4 tickets, say yes. And then they'd be like, he was like, and he'd like wait for the beep. He'd be like, boop. They'd be like, yes. He'd be like, you selected no. You hear them like, no, I said yes. And he'd just speak over them like, how many tickets would you like? Boop. I said no. You said 5 tickets. They're like, no. And then they just hang it up. Yeah, you're creaking up the spot, bro.
Yeah, so about that. It's a bit bad.
Ethan's hungry.
Use the toilet.
Yeah, of course.
Do you find it hilarious how, like, I don't know if we're the only group of friends, but a group of friends that when we have an argument or debate, because we don't like to say arguments out here,
True.
but when we have a debate, it's like we have to single it down to the dictionary.
Do you know what?
Define apple. What's better, apple, banana? Define apple, man. Oh, you can't? I win, man.
It's true.
Bitch.
And the other thing we do in an argument, bruv, I think we said this on the podcast before. You trip up in the middle of your argument, like you're fucked. It's over for you.
It's true.
Like if you do any Freudian slip, it's over for you. Like, man was at the oos and that. At the where? At the where? At the oos. Man's moving like German senator, bruv.
It's hilarious. I can't lie.
It's actually jokes, but you gotta watch your words, bruv.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta actually watch your words when you argue.
It doesn't even come. The argument's out the window. You just lost.
Yeah, you just lost as soon as you like misstep. The argument's not even about what the argument was about before.
Mm-hmm.
That's about your dumbass speaking.
Facts.
Facts.
I'm wrapping it up.
How long have we been going for?
Well, 40.
An hour 40.
An hour 40.
Oh my god.
Quite a short one for 2 guests still.
It's short.
Yeah, we normally go for that.
You seen the time?
I know, that's true. Alright, so calm thing. It's 11 o'clock at night.
It's 11:34.
11:34.
Yeah. By the time you hear this, Toys R Us will be done for.
Ah, mate, it's sad. Woolworths.
Yeah,
But
really
that's
and
why you
truly.
get my Bionicles.
Bionicles.
Bionicles,
Yeah.
man.
Do you not remember that?
Do you remember Bionicles?
Riot!
Why don't you remember Bionicles? Lego.
You stick together.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
wow.
Yo.
Stick together.
Not
bro.
Lego. I mean
Like
the
Velcro,
Bionicles.
bro. Yeah, but they had they were figures. They were not a normal size, but they were like big.
Yeah, they were the waste men.
What?
They were the waste man.
Waste men?
Legos were the only ones I fucked
Oh,
with.
sure. Jesus Christ. What do you mean Legos were the waste men?
Legos were the only ones I fucked with.
Yeah, but Bionicle though.
Bionicle was
I
Lego.
don't know.
What are you talking about?
Mm-mm.
What's been talking about though?
Oh,
Bionicle. People are gonna grill you, bro.
What?
When they hear this shit. Bionicle was my shit. Bionicle was the
Do you remember what it looked like?
It looked like animals. Like they were green. I just remember they were being green. Like
Green!
like yeah, like they
One
had like,
colour.
Like, they
One
had like
colour of all
no
of
no no
them.
like they had like different colors and everything like that, but they looked like humans.
Oh god.
Okay, you're getting close to animals.
Oh, like animals. I've got to search up a picture of Bionicles. I'm not gonna lie.
It's kind of weird how people were action men boys. Like, hey, get your action man.
I had one action man. That was it.
I feel like I've never been that kind of person. I never had an action man. Never had a Game Boy.
You never had a Game Boy?
Nah,
Mad.
You messed up, bro.
I had a
I
Game Boy.
did.
I had a Game Boy. I had a Game Boy Color. Then I had a Game Boy Advance. Ooh.
Mad.
That's Sonic Advance 3.
No, look at this.
One.
The fuck?
Speed camera.
Oh, so fucked it up.
Speed camera.
Reduce speed.
By the
It's like
way,
watching the planes.
the speed camera is facing upwards. By the way,
I think it's real. Someone like fucked with the speed camera.
Speed camera's pointed up.
They must like, cause you know it's metal. Someone must have bent the metal out for the camera to look off.
Jesus Christ.
It's probably catching planes going like 200, 300 miles
I
an hour.
know. It's like flashing every single one of them. No license plate.
So wrapping up.
Yeah, let's wrap it, man. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
thank you
thanks
guys.
for listening.
oh, thanks for having me. Us.
Oh, yeah.
Don't know.
The,
Yeah.
And then
the final guest, the final guest of the first season of Max
Yeah.
Nothing.
First season.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a little break off this one.
Yeah, this is the
Break.
This is the season finale.
It's the season finale.
Nah, why are you lying?
Surprise!
Why are you lying? Are you
No,
lying?
we're not joking. We're not joking.
For how long?
Season finale.
Wait and see, baby.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, the slack man's gonna be crying when he hears
That's
this.
true. That's a
Yeah.
good point.
He's gonna be like, Toys R Us and Max Nothing. Oh, oh.
My two biggest dreams.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
true.
man.
But yeah, that was season one, man. Season one.
Yeah, thank you for listening, Pop.
And it's been a
Champagne.
Champagne.
Yeah.
Like French.
Uh,
But you never did that in French class.
yeah, man. But
But yeah, that was that, man.
love for that.
Thanks for listening.
As usual.
Thanks you guys
Alright.
for being here.
Yeah.
Thank you
Man
very
just- man
much.
just wrote it for no reason. He was bored though.
True.
why not, bro? It was worth it.
It was
Worth it.
Thank you.
But yeah, as usual, follow the Twitter, the Instagram, the SoundCloud, all Max Nothing podcast, but Twitter is Max Nothing Pod.
Subscribe on iTunes and rate 5 stars like the old YouTube. True.
Yeah, we remember that comment.
Remember that, boy.
Bless for that comment,
That
whoever
was
left that.
Oh yeah, whoever. Man, so shout out Windows 95 exploits.
Yeah, love for
Windows
that.
95
I
exploits.
know you, baby.
Love for that. Love for that.
Ah,
Love
One
for
shit.
comment.
that.
He said
Love
it's,
for
he
that.
said it's insightful.
Weird.
That's
Do you know,
insane.
do you know those art forms that they don't mean to be representative of like culture or anything like that, but they're just
Yeah.
like Boy in the Corner, or Dizzy Rascal, man,
Oh yeah,
that kind of thing.
yeah.
But
Wasn't that Skepta?
oh lord,
Man, been
go
going.
back to your country, man.
Yeah.
Go back to your country,
You guys have
man.
been going on for 3 months
What?
and 3
We'll have
weeks.
one more.
Go on. What's been going on for a minute?
Do you like him?
Max
Are they
Nothing.
Nice.
Oh, hasn't it?
Yeah, do you
Yeah,
Yeah, true.
No, I don't
15 episodes.
3.75 months. It's a long ass time.
3.75 months. That's true. We're gonna take a little break and then come back with season 2.
Yeah.
Of Match Nothing podcast.
Next week.
When we actually have video. Oh,
Oh, you
Maybe.
never know. You never know.
Joking.
Maybe.
Maybe on the weekend.
Finally see our faces.
Yeah, true.
Ooh.
The reactions
For-
there.
Don't know about
What?
you.
Do you know what percentage is not from the UK? Like, or like your audience?
A few people from the United States.
Is it
A few. Your hometown.
kind of rigged up?
Canada.
You
Man,
gotta expand, bro.
True.
don't you think it's kind of it's kind of also mad how we have more like stabbings than New York now?
What's that? What you
Yeah.
Like statistically in this year.
We just obviously because
Like-
of that random spike that happened recently.
What do you mean?
We just topped it. You know all the mad shit that happened in London.
Like what?
Oh.
No,
wow.
seriously, like what?
Like
There's
stabbing.
been like a lot of stabbings and shootings.
Oh yeah,
Shootings,
yeah,
yeah.
Prime, yeah.
Yeah, we topped over New York.
Yeah.
Oh.
Statistically,
crime-
anyway.
I didn't hear.
19 years or something.
Yeah, it's
been a
mad.
bit, man.
That's crazy.
That's a shit.
But let's not
This-
put on
this
a
mayor-
down note.
This mayor sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
because
true.
he's not doing shit. This mayor. So all this
Who,
like
Sadiq?
change.
Sadiq.
Suck dick con. And what does it matter? Because I can make fun of his name all I want, but he's not doing shit, is he?
Oh,
What fucking difference does he do?
I'm calling you out, man.
Suck dick
Son.
Fucking.
Fucking
Yeah, but allow him though, man.
Miss Aardvark car call.
Innit? Aardvark.
Suck dick car.
Man grew up in Leighton, man. Land.
But no, thank you.
Mate,
Usual,
thanks for
and
that.
Thanks for
people
listening,
be
man.
safe out there.
Yeah, be
No.
safe, man.
Knife crime isn't the way forward.
That's a
Gun
good
crime
point.
isn't the way forward. So just keep it safe.
Just keep it safe, man. Keep it.
Love for the love. Thank
Love for
you.
the people them listening.
Appreciate it.
As you
Um,
do.
Yeah, we'll leave with a serious one this time.
Yeah, why
On a
not?
scripted deuce. Alright.
Scripted dudes.
Alright. Deuces.
Yay.
Bow,
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 bow.
bow.
What's
happening there?
Cuff your chin.
Bye, bitch.
Max, nothing.